You know, it starts off with vision. Go ahead and look around you. Look what's going on. And believe that God is our provider. And one day His highest praise. Everybody say one day.
One day.
This day.
This day.
I'm going to introduce someone to you folks. We've conversed on Facebook. We've talked on the phone, and about an hour before we came here was the first time I got to embrace Him. You know, God strategically places certain people in our lives, and for a specific purpose and reason. We may not understand that, but I know He can further on explain, you know, His story. And some of you, we got to YouTube some of it. And it's a moving story, and I thank God because as He was speaking to me, we share a similar past. And I've never run into somebody, I've run into people that understand, and people say, yeah, Chris, I know what you're going through, what you've gone through, but I very rarely run into someone who's gone through the same things that I've gone through. Just for the little conversation I had with him, he doesn't know this, but God has been using him strategically to bless my life. And if there's anything I can be grateful for tonight, and it's those simple things that God is doing. Without further ado, I can call him my friend now, my brother. I know he can give you more of his background. An amazing writer, singer, musician, and on, but most of all, an amazing man of God. I introduce Pastor Bill Wilson. You can go ahead and come on, Silas Praise. Come on, Silas Praise. Amen.
Amen.
I just want to say that it's an honor to be here, to my brother Chris, to Dr. and to all other pastors that are present. I want to share, and I'll be before you just a brief time, because I don't like to, when I share my testimony, I always shed tears. I hate doing that, but I do feel led by the Spirit that it's going to bless somebody here today. So even if I don't get to sing, I want you to understand why God has me positioned to be here now. About 12 years ago, I moved to Houston, Texas, and of course I went greetings from Pastors Joel and Victoria Osteen at Lakewood. In the outreach ministries, the men's ministry, the singles ministry, with Pastor John Bowman, one of the senior directors. But about 12 years ago, I moved to Houston, Texas. I'm a gospel singer, and I moved to Houston to sign a recording contract to sing gospel. And long story short, that group was that record deal was with a group called Serenity. We signed that deal, moved to Houston, and started working on an album. And before too long, the label decided they wanted to try to replace one of the members of the group. And me not understanding the music industry, but definitely understanding loyalty, I had the train of thought that if we all came together, we're going to stay together. Amen. So the label didn't like that idea very much. They basically said, because we have you guys signed to a legal contract, if you don't let us do what we want to do, then we're going to basically freeze out your contract. We're going to find us in breach of contract. And that's what they did. So the contract was for 7 years for 3 albums. And I moved to Houston just before I met my beautiful wife, and we had any of my daughters. Shantae, if you don't mind, stand up for just a second, please. Y'all be my beautiful wife. You don't have my beautiful stuff. I will be here for the rest of my life. So I know she'll get me later. It's all right. We're in paradise. It's okay. So, but before I met my beautiful wife, and we were blessed to have our family, I was all alone. And when they froze that contract out, my brother Emmanuel went back to Shreveport. And long story short, I found myself homeless. And that's what Chris is referring to. There's pictures out on YouTube. If you guys get a chance, just check it out. Not for my glory, but for God's glory, just so you understand that He's able to deliver us no matter what the circumstances may be. But I found myself homeless in Fifth Ward, Texas. If you guys have ever heard of the Ghetto Boys or any of these rough rap groups from the 90s in Houston, that's the area that they come from. Back then it was called the Bloody Nickel. It was very violent, very drug infested, and it was a horrible environment. See, my parents are pastors. So I come from the exact opposite. I come from, people tell me my family's like the Cosby's. How many of you guys saw the Cosby's? Yeah, I believe that, but if you know my parents, you understand just how real that is. I come from the exact opposite. So to find myself on the streets was a culture shock for me. And